So let's talk about my NFL draft experience. Now, this is going to be 2 videos, and I tried to see if I could get this under 3 minutes, but I couldn't. And I want to make sure I share all these details. So for those who don't like part 1 and part 2, sorry about that, but I'll make sure I have them uploaded very quickly. So it's the NFL draft. 1988 was the year I came out, and back then the draft was 2 days. The first day was rounds 1 through the 5th, and the second day was round 6 through 12. And the day of the draft, I'm talking to my agent, Frank Bauer of SunWest Sports, and I'm like, Frank, I'm not getting drafted. He goes, no, I'm here, and you could be anywhere from round 3 on above. You know, you could be anywhere in there. And I'm like, nah, I'm not getting drafted. And remember, too, you've watched some of my TikTok videos. I wasn't really thinking about playing the NFL. That wasn't the dream. I didn't really believe I could play in the NFL at that time, so I could really care less. I was focusing so much on track. But anyway, Frank and I kind of go back and forth and go, Frank, I'm going to class. So I just leave, I go to class, I go about my day. I don't even pay attention to the draft. It wasn't until later in the day that I found out that my buddy Anthony Newman, who was a star on the team, was drafted early in the second round. So of course I was happy for him. Day 2 comes around, same conversation. Frank's like, you're getting drafted today for sure. I'm like, no, I'm not, Frank. He goes, yes, you are. I go, I'm going to class. He goes, no, you stay put. And by this time, my roommate, Rod Green, who had been my roommate for a couple of years, he was also the other starting wide receiver, also ran track. He's like, dude, you need to listen to your agent and just stay put because you're probably getting drafted. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm in my apartment. We're by ourselves, you know, there's nobody else there. I'm in my room throwing up the ball for like 30 minutes, waiting and waiting. And then finally my phone rings and I pick it up and it's the New York Giants. And the Giants are like, hey, we want to sign you as a free agent. So if you don't get drafted, you're the first one we're calling and we want you to be a free agent. And I was like, okay. But at that point, I'm starting to think, okay, maybe something's going on here. Maybe there is a chance, you know. Anyway, 10 minutes after that, I get the call.